Hello everyone, this is Judith for Golden Skate and I'm here with Sarah Everhardt from the United States of America. You had amazing success already this season. You won the challenger in the US and now you took silver at the Lombardia Trophy. Can you walk us through your last 1 or 2 months and your current emotions?
It's really just been a lot of hard work, focusing on consistency, trying to incorporate performance and skating skills alongside jumps. Just again working really hard, and I'm glad it's paid off at the past couple competitions.
You shared at Lombardia Trophy the podium with Amber Glenn and even beat World Champion Kaori Sakamoto. What were your first reactions after that?
Immense happiness. Just really happy I was able to go out and skate clean, and I mean it paid off. And sharing the podium with Amber and Kaori, it's amazing. They're amazing competitors, they're really nice, and I'm happy I got to experience that.
So what do you think was the key for your kind of sudden great success this season?
I don't really think there's a key, but at nationals it kind of just clicked, and I sort of figured out how to approach a program and how to control my nerves and emotions during the program, and since then that's just been how I've approached every program I skate.
Did you work on something specifically during this off season, or what you wanted to improve on?
I worked on some consistency for jumps, and I also tried to incorporate performance into a program because I know that that's maybe not my stronger side, so I've been trying to work on that to get it all together in one piece.
To get to know you a little bit better, can you share with us how did you get into the sport of figure skating?
My parents were just putting me into a bunch of sports, and skating was the one that just felt the most comfortable, and it just stuck with me the best.
Yeah. How old were you when you started?
I think I was like 5 or 6, but my parents always say that I was 6, maybe 7 at the time. So.
It's 6, 7 is already late for a professional skater. But yeah, you just said that one stood out for you the most. Why? What do you like so much about skating?
In skating, I like the feeling of accomplishing something, knowing that you've worked hard for something and you finally achieve it. It's a nice feeling to stand up on a podium or even land a jump that you've been struggling with for a long time, and that's what I like about it.
And now you turned into making it professionally. What was the point when you noticed, like, maybe I can get somewhere with this sport?
I think maybe when I was 11, 12, maybe 13, I started doing pretty good, and that's when I think my parents and me sort of just realized that, oh, like I can get somewhere with this, and we kind of started fully committing to it, like skating longer. I started taking less classes in school so I could get to the rink earlier, and I think ever since then that's when we committed to it.
You just said you did school a little less. How do you combine school and sports right now?
I do my core classes in school, but I do extra classes online so I can get to the rink a little bit earlier. But it works out great. I get to have that kind of school social life, but also get enough training time in. So.
Yeah, I guess it's very difficult, but sounds like a good system for you. So you're coached by Tatiana, Malinina and Roman Skorniakov. Since when do you work with them, and why do you think they're such a good team for you?
I've been working with them for 5 years. We just work really well together. They understand how to coach me, what's best for me, and what works best for me. And I understand why they do specific things for me, and we really just work well together.
Your training mates, of course, with Ilia Malinin, their son. Can you share a little bit how is training alongside him?
I mean, it's pretty simple. He's just the guy at my rink. I've known him forever. He's my friend. I cheer him on at competitions. He cheers me on, gives me some advice on things. It's nothing too crazy, but it's fun to train with him and see him skate and compete.
Yeah, and I guess it's inspiration to see what he achieved. You just said he gives you some advice. Can you share some advice that he gave you?
A lot of advice he gives me is just how to approach programs and handle nerves at competitions. And I'm glad he gives me that advice because I take it and it helps me at competitions when I'm feeling a little nervous or anxious.
That's actually very interesting because a lot of people struggle with this. Is it like a secret, or can you say something specific that you told?
Taking things at a time and just breathing throughout the program and knowing that I can do it and to be confident in myself.
Perfect. At Lombardia Trophy, I saw that you watched a lot of your competitors, like very interested. Who impressed you the most?
I think Kaori impressed me the most. Her speed and her huge jumps is amazing to watch. Her powerful skating is really cool, and I hope that I can learn from her watching her at this competition and more competitions in the future.
Who is she? One of your main idols, or do you have any other skaters you look up to?
I don't really have an idol in skating, but I really like watching like beautiful skating. Like I've seen Carolina Kostner here, and one of her favorite programs of mine was Namikita Pa in 2018. It's a beautiful program and I love watching it. I also really love watching dancers, the way they establish a connection between the audience and themselves on the ice. It's an amazing feeling and I love watching them.
Did you get the chance to talk to Carolina?
I did. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, did you tell her about?
I did.
I can imagine that was a great moment. So let's talk about your two programs for this season. Both are very known pieces of music, but also very strong classical pieces. Starting with the short, I think you told it was your mother's dream that you skate to this music?
Yeah, she recommended it to me and I was like, okay, let's give it a try. With Shaylin, we tried out a few different pieces of music on the ice and she told me that this fit me the best and that I looked really good skating to it, so we decided to work with it and experiment and give it a try.
Yeah. You have in this program like a very cool sliding move. Whose idea was that?
It's her idea. She creates these amazing movements.
Your mom's idea?
No,
Shaylin. Oh yeah, of course.
She creates the amazing movements and it was a really cool experience working with her because she's really involved in the program. How she approaches everything, it's amazing.
Yeah, and you said that was the first time this season that you worked with her. Probably we'll see you work together in the future. Yeah, amazing. What about the free? There's the Firebird.
The free program, Tatiana, my coach, actually recommended it to me as an option to skate to. And at first I was maybe like, I don't know, but then I started listening to it and I was like, I could really picture myself skating to it, and I'm glad I picked it because I really enjoyed the program and the whole setup of it.
What's your favorite part maybe of the program?
I really like the step sequence. It's sort of a place where I can show and interpret the music. So that's going to be sort of my goal for this season, to really interpret the music well this season.
Both pieces were used by other skaters before, of course. Is there any program to both of these songs that stood out for you?
For short, obviously Shaylin skated to it, and that stood out to me. I've watched it a couple of times. And Jason Brown. Earlier this season, I saw him and he told me that the program was really cool, and that was a pretty cool moment there. So he was obviously part of the inspiration for the program. I've watched his program multiple times and watching it and trying to learn how he connects with people in the program.
Yeah, he has such a positive energy. It's amazing. What about Firebird?
About the long, the inspiration was, of course, Gracie Gold. I also saw her and she was working with me on some movements in the program on how to articulate things and really make it Firebird. and it was really cool working with her and getting her feedback on it.
Yeah, great people that help you there. So no wonder there's such big success there. Amazing. What would you say are your long-time career dreams and goals, if you can?
Long-term goals is although it's not very in a long time, but it's to be back here in Milan for the Olympics. That's always been a dream of mine, and I feel that I can achieve it. So that's what I'm going to be working towards for the next year and a half.
Yeah, good luck with that. So a little bit to the end of the interview, off the ice. How would you characterize yourself as a person?
I think I'm like a fun, outgoing kind of person. I like to have fun and just hang out with my friends and go out with them and relax a little bit off the ice.
Yeah, I guess you don't have too much time for hobbies or stuff like that. In the ISU bio, I saw you like playing tennis and drawing.
I do like playing tennis, yes, it's really fun. Something to exercise a little bit outside of skating. I really like drawing and painting. It's more for like the relaxation side to relax me. But recently I started watching Formula One, which is like race cars. And it's really interesting watching them, and I think it's really cool.
I just remember Matteo Rizzo. He's also such a huge, a big Formula One fan. Do you have any specific team or like?
I like
driver?
McLaren and Ferrari are my favorite teams, but my favorite driver is Lando Norris. So.
Good. Thank you so much, Sarah. It was a pleasure, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.